Hi guys, it's SketchbookTass. I'm back again with a book review. This time I'll be reviewing A Week to Be Wicked by Tessa Dare. So for this sketch, I'll be drawing the main character, Minerva, and it is a scene that I really liked in the book. This book is part of her bigger Spindle Cove historical romance series. It's actually the second book in the series, and I'm actually reading them out of order because, side note, this particular installment was on sale on Google Play. Reading them out of order doesn't seem to be a big problem. There are some side characters that I think are the main characters in the other books, so they do a bit of a cameo and they don't really affect the storyline too much. So yeah, I think it's fine to do that. The whole Spindle Cove series has 9 installments. Some of them are novellas, and I think the most recent one is expected to be released sometime in the summer of 2021. So there's a lot to keep you busy if you would like to binge the whole series. So this is actually the second Tessa Dare book that I've read, and so far I'm really enjoying her stories. They are romance novels, but they have a very fun and I think a very new and exciting plot and characters that I really enjoy. So the basic summary of the story is that we're following a road trip adventure, and Minerva and Colin have to travel together from Spindle Cove to some place in Scotland. So they fake an elopement and have to travel 400 miles together, which is quite the adventure. Minerva is an academic and she has a passion for geology, and Colin is a very charismatic lord and he likes to put on these alter egos. Yeah, it gets them into trouble. I was really excited for these two characters from the very beginning. They're kind of the odd pairing, and their chemistry was very adorable. They each had their own difficulties and weaknesses that they helped each other overcome. Minerva was a bit of a sheltered scientist, and Colin helps her to, open up and bloom, while Colin, on the other hand, has this whole deal of problems that Minerva helps to make him realize why he acts the way he does. So I found that aspect very fun. The road trip and the places they went was a roller coaster. I mean, there wasn't a dull moment at all throughout the whole road trip, and things kept going wrong, and these two kept, pushing and pulling, and there was never a dull moment at all. So some of the highlights of the book for me was that the plot line and the road trip storyline was very exciting, and it was like an adventure. I really liked all the characters, and Minerva actually has some sisters that I think feature in their own novels within the Spindle Cove series. I'm not sure about that, but I think so. Yeah, her sisters were interesting as well. I really liked the ending. No spoilers, but I thought it was great. There's a lot of hot, steamy moments within the book, so if that's your thing, then you won't be disappointed. There was a lot of funny scenes due to the actions of Lord Colin. It led to some pretty hilarious situations. For the minor negative point I have for the book would be Minerva's character was sometimes a little bit too naive. Like she was a scientist of sorts, but she sometimes had these moments that were a bit, it didn't make sense for her character. So yeah, that's one of the minor criticisms that I have for Minerva's character. I rated the book 5 out of 5 stars, and I am very excited to continue on the Spindle Cove series. Tessa Dare also has the Castles Ever After series, and I think the other one is called the Duchess Deal or something, so there's a lot to keep me busy. But what I like about this Spindle Cove series is that it seems like the side characters are part of their own books within the story. So if I were to have read the 2 previous books before this, there might have been some more context of the other characters on the cove that would have made a bit more sense to me. But it didn't take away from the story at all. It's just I could connect the dots and figure out what they were and why they were there. So yeah, I'm excited to have read it. So I would recommend this book to anyone who's looking for a fun, exciting road trip romance. That is the conclusion of my book review of this book, and I will leave you guys to watch how the rest of the sketch ends. Thanks for watching for my sketch review. See you guys in the next one. Bye!